Welcome back everyone, Logan Anderson here from allstrongfitness.org, back with another video for you today. If you are somebody who struggles with having good hip mobility and you're looking for a few exercises to improve your mobility and function throughout the day for overall longevity and health, we are going to show you 3 great exercises today to do just that. So if you enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We make videos on improving inclusive fitness and health information for individuals of all abilities. So if you are ready for those hip exercises and a few different stretches, we're going to show you them right now. So when we talk about the hip in itself, it's actually split up into a few different motions. So we're going to focus on ranging and stretching and just moving the hip in those general ranges of motion. So the first range we're going to work on is our hip extension. So we're going to stretch the ability to extend our hip. So for this one, what you're going to do is put your foot up on to a bench like this. Mine's about knee height, and then all we're going to do is gently push our knee forward and then slowly backward. And this is going to kind of give some decent flexibility and some decent range of motion in the back of your hip, and also at the same time we're getting some added benefit of getting a little bit of strengthening through our knee joint too. So this one too, the higher you go, the easier this one will be. So if initially this feels a little too difficult for yourself, of course you can kind of step off of this, and you can actually raise it. So if you have some weight plates, you can raise it a little bit, but ultimately you want to try to get into a position where you can really put your foot back and really dig deep. The deeper you go too, I should mention, you're also going to get a little bit of your hip flexor back here too, which this area gets really tight. So start kind of slow in this one. That's going to be the first exercise that's going to help to range your hip, gain some flexibility back, and improve your overall range of motion. So for the next exercise, what we are going to do is actually, I'm going to bring my bench up into position here just to give you something to hold on to. And we're going to move into a splits position. So what you're going to do is kind of just come and do a nice wide base here. I'm actually going to spread this out just a little bit more. So we're going to come into a nice wide base, and for your base, you just want it to be further out than you're normally comfortable, right? It shouldn't be too far where you feel like, oh my gosh, my adductors or the inner thigh is really hurting. We want just a light, gentle stretch just from the start. So nice wide base, and then all we're going to do is a slight bend to one side and then a bend back to the other. And we're kind of just going gentle through this motion at first, nice and easy, and you should feel a nice gentle pull on the inner portion of your thigh. And this is really going to improve some of that mobility, improve flexibility through that area. That'll help with our daily function that we were talking about, right? So nice and gentle stretch. Very easy here in this position. And again, this is nothing crazy. This is nothing crazy. The more you get into this, you can go a little bit deeper, but I highly encourage you to just go back and forth, or even just sit in this position to begin with. So that's going to be the second hip mobility exercise that you should be doing every day for your overall mobility, flexibility, and quality of life. Okie dokie. So the last hip exercise that we are going to do is a forward fold. So this is something we sometimes do in yoga. So what we are going to do in this position is bend our knees like so, and then we want to keep our knees bent the entire time. Then we are going to cross our arms, and then we're going to slowly just let our back round down all the way to the ground as far as we can comfortably go, okay? You can hold on to this chair if you need to. I should have mentioned that at the last one too. For our splits position, you can hold on to the chair. That's why I had it like this. So you can hold on to the chair if you're feeling a little iffy on your balance, and this is going to really work your range of motion in your hip. It's also going to get a really good stretch in your back, and you're just going to hold all of those positions for about 30 seconds. Make sure you go nice and gently through the movements, and especially on that last one, make sure you breathe too. Super important. So these are 3 great hip exercises that you should be doing every day to improve your mobility, overall function, and flexibility for all your day-to-day activities. So thank you for spending a few moments with me. Hopefully you enjoyed these videos. Let me know in the comments down below which exercise you enjoyed the most. If you enjoyed the video, once again, please like and subscribe. We make a lot of videos just like this one. And if you are interested, visit allstrongfitness.org to learn more about inclusive fitness and health. So thank you so much for clicking on the video, and we will see you in the next one.
To tell me you know